YouTubers, what's going on? This is Kyle LaRose. I am a licensed health advisor and I am licensed in 31 states. So if you're in the following states: Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, good old Michigan, Mississippi, Montana, North Carolina, Nebraska, Nevada, Missouri. Where else we got? Missouri, we got Ohio, go Bucks. Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia. We got Wisconsin. We got also West Virginia, and following up lastly, I'm licensed in Wyoming, okay? So if you're in any one of those following states, feel free to reach out to me. And if you're not one of those states, I can definitely direct you to a contact of mine who can better assist you. Now, what are we covering today? We are covering Health Insurance 101, the basics. All right. A lot of people in the United States, across the country, do not understand the simple basics of how health insurance works. So what are we going to cover in this video? Okay. We're going to cover 6 things with the last topic, including a few things, okay? So first thing we're gonna cover, monthly premiums. What is a monthly premium? Glad that you asked me that, Kyle. Second, what are we gonna cover? We're gonna cover deductibles. How does a deductible work? What is a deductible? We're gonna cover copays. What's a copay? How do they work? What are they? I don't know. We're gonna find out. So bear with me here, folks. We're also gonna cover coinsurance, okay? It's not copays, coinsurance. Next, we're gonna cover out-of-pocket maximums, max out-of-pockets, okay? Last and finally, we will cover the differences between the networks, okay? So the networks are very important, so please bear with me until we get to them. So we're talking the HMOs, we're talking EPOs, we're talking about POSs, and we are talking about PPOs, okay, folks? So let's jump right into this. Health Insurance 101, the basics, with Kyle LaRose, licensed health advisor, okay? You can find all my content on the YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Just Google Kyle LaRose, licensed health advisor, and you'll find my channels. Or search licensed health INS professional on Facebook. You'll be able to find me there. And then LinkedIn, Kyle, K-Y-L-E, LaRose, L-A-R-O-S-E. All right, so let's jump right into this. First and foremost, we're going to talk about monthly premiums, okay, folks? So what is a monthly premium when it comes to health insurance? A monthly premium is simply what gets withdrawn out of your bank account for you to have health insurance. What everyone loves, right? So that is how much you pay for your monthly premium is how much you pay for your health insurance, okay? So every month you see a couple $100s, thousands of dollars, depending if you have a family plan, tens of thousands of dollars if you have a small group policy, you know, or you may not you may not even pay for your health insurance, right? And everyone wants to be that person. Okay, so a monthly premium is simply how much you pay each month to have health insurance, okay? All right, that was simple. Look at that. You just learned one term already in regards to health insurance. It was simple, right? All right, moving right along. All right, next one. What are we gonna cover next? We are covering deductibles, okay? So a deductible. Do you want the legal definition via healthcare.gov definition, or you want simple human where anyone can understand it? Let's do that one, right? Because, you know, I've been doing research, and a lot of people meaning like over 40% of people don't understand the terminology when it comes to health insurance. They may think they get it, but then when like us health insurance agents start using all these big words, trying to be fancy and everything, they just get lost. And I don't blame you. I'm right there with you, okay? So I'll break this down in human English for you. A deductible, that is, so let's say, hypothetically speaking, okay? I have a plan and my deductible says $8,150, okay? Typically in most states, that's what you're gonna see on a bronze level plan, and that's more or less gonna be a catastrophic plan. We'll get into those here later. But hypothetically speaking, I have a deductible of $8,150, okay? What does that mean? That means this. That is how much I am gonna have to take out of my pocket and pay for my medical services that I have rendered, okay? So anytime I go to the doctors, anytime I go to the hospital, I'm paying everything out of pocket until I hit that deductible, okay? So say my deductible is $2,000. I'm paying until I hit $2,000, 100%. I don't have help from the insurance company. So a lot of people in this world, they're like, I want a high deductible plan so I can lower my monthly premium. So have you thought about adding your monthly cost for your monthly premium times 12 for 1 year, and then having that high deductible? Oh, I don't go to the doctors, Kyle. Yeah, that's great. So why do you want a high deductible so when you do go to the doctors, you're ultimately paying more out of your pocket? You know, I have trouble comprehending that. So, you save $100 a month on your monthly premium. So when you go to the doctor, you have to pay everything. So you break your freaking foot, right? You're gonna pay a couple thousand, if not $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 out of your pocket because you wanted that high deductible. Oh, it's not gonna happen to me, Kyle. I'm invincible. Yeah. Yep, that's what everyone says. I say the same thing, you know, but guess what? I have health insurance. So I know I'm covered. All right, going on. So deductible, in summary, that is the amount of money you are required to come out of pocket first before the insurance company starts paying any type of benefits towards your bills, okay? So, moving right along. Now we have copays. What is a copay? A copay. Everyone loves their copays too. And then when I talk to some folks, they're like, oh, I hate copays. Yeah, you want to know why you hate copays or you love copays? Simply, the misconception of a copay is, all I'm going to do is pay that set dollar amount to go see the doctor, and that is it. I'm not going to get no bills in the mail. Why would that ever happen? Okay, so copay is your ticket in the door to see your doctor, okay? Or a copay for your prescriptions. So a lot of plans have copays for generics, brand names, specialty, etc. Okay, so if your copay states on your plan for a generic prescription of $10, that is how much you will have to come out of pocket for your prescription. Okay, there's really no, it's $10. That's it. I mean, plain and simple. Okay, unless it says subject to deductible, and then after you met your deductible, then it's $10 copay. Okay, that means you would have to come out of pocket until you meet your deductible, and then you pay the copay of $10 for your prescription of generic drugs, okay? Copays, though, for doctor's office visits, you can have copays for your specialists. Typically, they have different copays. A specialist is gonna have a higher copay, or sometimes on the lower bronze level plans, they may not even have a copays at all for either one, or on the silver, they'll have a copay for your primary care physician and not for your specialist. Your specialist may be subject to your deductible. See, I'm already making a point right now that it is better to reach out to a professional who understands all this lingo and who's actually going to educate you before you purchase a health insurance plan, okay? And here in these next coming videos, I'm going to be producing a lot of content here in the coming weeks, okay? So be on the lookout for all my videos. They're going to help educate you guys. And, you know, I'm not trying to sell you. I'm not going to sell you at all because I present facts to individuals and they'll reach out to me. If they want help, they'll reach out to me. I'm not going to bombard you with phone calls like when you go online. Hey, free health insurance quotes. I'm going to get a quote right away. Psych. You're going to get several thousand phone calls from every health insurance agent. Okay. Anyways, moving right along. So we covered copays. That is your ticket in the door to go see a doctor, your urgent care, your specialist, your prescriptions, things of that nature. Okay. So are you saying, Kyle, am I not going to get a bill after that? You may not get a bill after that, okay? Say your copay to go see your doctor for sickness. You just go in because you're feeling under the weather, right? It's $20, normally $20. But then when you're in the back, the doctor wants to run, say, blood work. Say he, I don't know, he was doing the exam on you and, oh, you need an x-ray too. Oh, I paid my $20 copay, so that's covered. I'm not paying anything, right? The misconception of copays. Be on the lookout for that bill for your blood work, for your x-rays. and amongst any of the unroutine for that specific visit, okay? So if you go to a doctor and you're just getting a checkup for a common cold, right? If they do anything out of the ordinary, in addition to that cold, you're gonna get a bill for any of those remaining expenses, okay? If you think you won't, you're probably wrong, all right? So, all right, moving along. We are on coinsurance. What is coinsurance? It's not the same as a copay, okay? So we have monthly premium. Just a quick recap, monthly premium is how much you pay for your insurance each month to have health insurance, to make sure you're secure, to protect your assets, protect your family, and to protect yourself and or maybe even your employees, okay? Next, we covered the deductible. That's the amount of money that you come out of pocket first before the insurance company kicks in any type of benefits. Copay, that's your ticket in the door. That's maybe all you have to pay, may not be. You may get a bill, you may not, okay? Coinsurance. So coinsurance kicks in after you have met your calendar year deductible. So there's typically 3-4 variations of coinsurance. The most commons you will see is 80-20 coinsurance, 70-30 coinsurance, 60-40 coinsurance. You do see every now and then 50-50 coinsurance, and then sometimes you even see 100% coinsurance, okay? So 80-20, 80% insurance company pays, 20% you're responsible for until you reach your out-of-pocket maximum. Whoa, Kyle, you lost me. I know. Let me retrack. Okay, rewind. All right. Once you meet your calendar year deductible, your deductible is, say, $5,000. Okay, you pay it out of pocket. You hit your $5,000 deductible. Your max out of pocket on your plan is $8,150. That's what it is nowadays for Obamacare. Typically, more likely than not, it is. Okay. After you meet that $5,000 deductible, then that's where your coinsurance kicks in. Because remember, as I said, when you hit your deductible, then the insurance company starts kicking in benefits. So if you had 80-20 coinsurance, okay, that means the insurance company is going to be paying 80% of your next medical bill, and you're going to be responsible for the remaining 20% of that bill, and it's going to keep working like that until you have reached your out-of-pocket maximum. And this hypothetical, it was $8,150. So you've already paid $5,000, and then you're going to pay 20% of each bill until you have reached $8,150. Okay? So coinsurance is basically the sharing of costs between you, the consumer, and your insurance company. Okay? Now, after we hit coinsurance, what is your out-of-pocket maximum? Whoop. This is the most important. One of the most important. I'd say it's the most important personally. So a max out-of-pocket or an out-of-pocket maximum is this. It is where your financial liability will end, worst case scenario. Huh? That means, okay, Kyle, I got diagnosed with cancer. What is my worst case scenario? How much am I coming out of pocket? Or, someone always asks me, what if I go to the hospital? How much am I paying? What if I broke my foot? How much am I paying? Kyle, how much am I paying if, I decided to jump off a trampoline into a pool, but I cracked my skull on the side of the pool? How much am I paying? What if I had brain surgery? How much am I paying, Kyle? You get the point, right? All right, so your out-of-pocket maximum is where your financial liability will end, worst case scenario, and that is the most important. Now, some plans don't have out-of-pocket maximums, so you want to make sure you ask that question when you're searching for insurance plans, okay? You got to know the right questions to ask when you're looking at insurance plans. All right, so out-of-pocket maximum. Worst case scenario, doesn't matter if you had cancer one year in say January, then you had a heart attack in June, and then you had a stroke in September, okay? You want to talk about medical bills? Oh, then you got the corona too, okay? Whew. Your medical bills will be out the wahoo if you had no health insurance. In this case, for my hypothetical, when I had the $5,000 deductible, $8,150 out-of-pocket maximum. Once I reach my out-of-pocket maximum, so I've came out of pocket, in addition to my monthly premium, $8,150 for all my medical expenses. Once I hit that point, then the insurance company will be covering me at 100% for the remaining of the year until the next calendar year starts, which typically is January 1st, okay? So I have cancer. I'm gonna probably reach my out-of-pocket maximum very quickly. So the remainder of the year, all my services are gonna be covered at 100%. but you want to verify that on your plan, okay? Definitely verify that. All right, so after your coinsurance, we got the max out of pocket, we covered your copays, your deductibles, your monthly premiums. Now, here's where the confusing part begins. If I haven't confused you already, let me know. If you have any questions, make sure you comment on this video below, or send me a message, or honestly, you can text me, okay? Every single one of my clients have my direct personal cell phone number. I don't give them a business line. They have my personal number, okay? So they know they have access to me 24/7, 365 days a year. Why? Because my clients are my life. They're my family. Plain and simple. That's my fiance. Well, I'm back already. Sorry about that. And a client was calling me. So I had to take that quick call real quick. So, but as I was saying, yeah, so here we go. We got the different types of networks. So we have, oh, no, I was giving you my cell phone number. That's right. So if you have any questions, comment below or reach me on my cell phone, 910-599-4700. That is my direct personal cell phone number. You can reach me, say, hey Kyle, I saw your YouTube video. I have a few questions about this, or this. Or hey Kyle, I want to compare my options, Doesn't hurt to compare your health insurance options each year. I bet you compare your options for your car insurance, your homeowner's insurance, your hurricane insurance, your cell phone insurance, I already said car insurance. But most people in America these days, they would rather insure their cars, their rims, their cell phones, everything but their human body. Without your human body, if you don't protect your human body, what is the meaning of everything else? There is nothing, because you won't have any of that if you're not here. Make sense? All right, moving right along. So just a quick recap though, we covered your out-of-pocket max, coinsurance, copays, deductibles, and your monthly premium. Now we're getting to the nitty-gritty. Your networks. We're talking HMOs. We're talking EPOs. We're talking POSs. And we're talking PPOs. All right. So let's first start off with the network that is most limited. Okay. So the most limited network is an HMO. What does an HMO stand for? It really doesn't matter to you, but for you guys' knowledge, it stands for Health Maintenance Organization, okay? So what is a health maintenance organization? Where can I find that? How do I know if I'm on an HMO? Okay, so if you're on healthcare.gov looking at your health insurance plans, it'll probably say it right next to Blue Cross Blue Shield, HMO, or the carrier's name, and then HMO next to it or right below it. It should say that. You'll see 3 letters, HMO, EPO, POS, or PPO. Okay, be on the lookout for those. It's very important, and I'm going to explain to you why. Okay, so an HMO, what does it do? If you're on an HMO, your coverage is going to limit you to doctors, hospitals, providers who are in your area. Okay, what do you mean, my area? You talking country? No. Your state? Maybe. Your county, zip code? Your local area? That's exactly right. So an HMO is going to limit your coverage to providers, doctors, hospitals in your local area. Okay, so you are going to have to select a primary care physician from the list of providers in your area. That's first. Second, say you want to go to a dermatologist. Say you need to go see the cardiologist. Say you need to go see another specialist. On an HMO, you're going to be required to first go back to your primary care physician. You're going to ask them, hey, I need to go see a cardiologist. I need to go see a dermatologist. I want to go see this person. And you can't choose your specialist. They are going to give you a referral, and you're going to go walk down and go see that specialist that they choose for you. You have no choice. That's what they do. They tell you where to go. Majority of people, if they want to be told what to do, they would go to the military. And if you're in the military, you have the best health insurance ever. Thank you for all your, let's take a second and thank all of our troops out there who protect us from everything outside going on in our country. So thank you for your service, everyone who serves in the military. Now let's go back to the HMOs. All right, so an HMO, you're going to be required to select a primary care physician of the list of providers that are in your area on your network. okay? So those providers have agreed to contract with the HMO network to provide services for you, okay? Next, if you want to go see a specialist, you will then have to go to your primary care, get a little referral slip, and go see that specialist of their choosing, okay? Next, say, why is HMO, in some cases, not so good, okay? Say you were diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, and I'm on an HMO, and I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina. Wilmington, North Carolina does not have a fantastic hospital or cancer treatment facility. What they were going to tell me to do is go to Duke Hospital or go to North Carolina, University of North Carolina Hospital, because they have some of the best doctors in the nation in some cases. But yeah, so am I going to be in network or am I going to be out of network? I'm going to tell you, I'm probably going to be out of network, okay? So does an HMO give you out of network coverage? Yeah, it does. Psych. Your out of network coverage on an HMO is this. You will be taking all your money out of your pocket and paying 100% for all your medical bills. Yep, it's very restricted, no out of network coverage. You are required to go to a select few group of providers, specialists, you need to get a referral. You see, it's very limited. You have no really freedom or flexibility to go anywhere you truly want. So if you go on an HMO and you've been going to a doctor for 10 years and they don't accept it, that's considered out of network, which means you're paying 100%. All right, moving on. Let's go to an EPO. What is an EPO, Kyle? An exclusive provider organization, okay? Exclusive provider organization. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Exclusive. So an exclusive provider organization, that's gonna limit your coverage to the care of providers in that EPO's network, okay? So sometimes, there's one exception in the case of emergency. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, your definition of emergency versus the insurance company's definition of emergency is probably completely different. So, if you're on an EPO, I would call your provider, your insurance company, and ask them, what is an emergency where I would have coverage for? Say I'm out of network, okay? Definitely do that. Quick tip for you right there. All right, so an EPO, back to that. It's going to limit your coverage to the care providers in that EPO's network, okay? Now, let's see, an EPO, you are going to, you're probably going to have some additional costs, okay? Definitely going to have some additional costs. They generally can't require higher co-payments or co-insurance if you get an emergency. Yeah, duh. All right, but anyways, so an EPO, the services are covered only if you use those doctors that are in network on that plan's network, okay? Except, of course, in that emergency. You will have no out-of-network coverage unless it's deemed an emergency. Remember, emergency. Find out that definition. All right, moving on. POS network, a point of service network, not a piece of bleeped it out. Keeping it PG-13, not R. So a point of service network is you pay less when you use doctors, hospitals, facilities that are in network, okay? Now, you will be required to choose a primary care physician just like an HMO. So it is a hybrid between an HMO and a PPO, okay? So your primary care doctor can refer you to out-of-network providers when you need it, okay? However, they are gonna refer you to the specific one. So if you wanna go to, say, Dr. Joe, probably not gonna happen because you have got to get that referral from your primary care. And if Dr. Joe's not in network, or let alone he's out of network, they're still gonna refer you to the one they choose. Now you can try if you're very close with your doctor, see if they can refer you to them, but you know, majority of times they will refer of their choosing, okay? So if you wanna visit an out-of-network provider, you'll also need a referral, like I just said, and you're gonna be paying higher out-of-pocket costs. Okay, so when you go out of network, you're gonna be paying more money than if you stay within the network, okay? All right, so, but you can get your medical care from in-network and out-of-network providers. Your out-of-network providers, though, it's limited to the referrals that you receive from your primary care, though. All right, so quick summary. We have HMOs, health maintenance organizations. They're going to limit you more or less to your county and or zip code. You're going to be required to see your primary care. You're going to be required to pick a primary care physician within your list of providers, and you will need referrals to go see your specialists. Okay, so your dermatologist, your cardiologist, things of that nature. And if you want to go outside of your network, you're not going to have any coverage. What does that mean? You're paying 100% out of your pocket. All right. So an EPO, an exclusive provider organization, you are gonna be deemed to restricted to that exclusive list of providers that you will be given, okay? So make sure you always check and verify those doctors accept your network and your plan, so you don't go out of network, because on an EPO, you don't have any out of network coverage either, unless one exception, emergency. Remember, find out that definition, what emergency is to your insurance company, okay? Next, we covered the POS network, the point of service network, okay? All right, so the point of service, hybrid between HMOs and PPOs. So, yeah, you can have in-network coverage and you can have out-of-network coverage. Your costs are gonna be lower if you stay within the network of your, if you stay within in-network providers, okay? You will have to choose your primary care physician. You will need referrals to go see out-of-network providers from your primary care. So, I mean, your out-of-network coverage is still going to be very limited, okay? Now, the PPOs. A PPO is a preferred provider organization. That's going to give you the freedom and flexibility to pick and choose any doctor, any hospital, statewide or nationwide in some cases, okay? Majority of PPOs give you access to doctors and hospitals, facilities across the whole United States. So if you're in North Carolina, you have doctors. If you're traveling to Arizona, to Washington State, or all the way up to Maine if you want to go skiing, or down to the Sunshine State in Florida, and all across the whole United States, okay? Why is that important? If you're diagnosed with that rare cancer, don't you want to go to the best of the best doctors where they have the technology and innovations to treat you properly? Or a specialist who is specifically trained for that specific disease? I think so. What about your spouse? Wouldn't you want your spouse to have the best care possible? Not limit you to your county, your local hospital, who, if you're in a small rural town, it's not gonna have probably the best technology in most cases. So PPO is very important when it comes to why we truly have insurance, the catastrophic things. If I get diagnosed with cancer, I'm going to find the best cancer doctor for that specific cancer, and that's where I'm going. And I don't have to even think twice because I'm on a nationwide PPO network. So I know 9 times, or let's just say 8 times out of 10, that doctor, hospital, provider will be in network with my plan. That's the benefits of being on a PPO. Do I need a referral to go see that specialist, Kyle? No, you don't. So you can go straight to that specialist. You don't have to go to your primary care, collect that referral, and then go to your specialist. What is that gonna do? Saves you time, saves you money, and you can get treated quick. All right, so PPO, largest and best network. Plain and simple, it really is. Yeah, you're gonna pay a little bit more money for it, but it's worth it if something catastrophic were to happen. Oh, I'm invincible, Kyle, nothing's gonna happen. Yes, when you least expect it, you're not invincible, something could happen. Knock on wood, that's glass, but there's wood underneath it. Knock on wood though. I pray nothing does happen to anyone, but things do happen. Accidents happen. Critical illnesses happen, I had a colleague tell me the other day that one of his clients, 22 years old, was diagnosed with cancer. 22 years old, testicular cancer. Crazy. I had a client of mine who, colleague of mine, whose client long time ago, 26 years old, died from a stroke. 26. Things happen. Whether you're 18, whether you're 65, it doesn't matter. You're not invincible. Things do happen. So make sure you have the proper health insurance. Make sure you understand how your health insurance works. Make sure you know what your monthly premium is, your deductible, your co-pays, your co-insurance, and most important, out-of-pocket maximum. That's where your financial liability will end. All right, so just a quick recap. So what did we cover in today's episode of Health Insurance 101 with licensed health advisor Kyle LaRose? We covered monthly premiums, we covered deductibles, we covered the co-pays, we covered coinsurance, we covered, I thought I was about to lose you guys. We covered, what did I say? Coinsurance, we covered out-of-pocket maximums, and we covered the different types of networks, okay? So HMOs, EPOs, POSs, and PPOs. In summary, a PPO is gonna be the least restrictive network. You have out-of-network coverage. Of course, you're gonna be paying more at a higher cost, but you still have coverage. Not in only a case of emergency like an EPO, you have out-of-network coverage, just at a higher price, okay? More freedom, more flexibility, pick and choose doctors, hospitals nationwide. HMO, most restrictive, limits more or less to your county zip code. Gotta select that primary care, and you need referrals, go see specialists. You're gonna pay less on your monthly premiums, but let's be real. You wanna be able to go best to the best doctors. Worst case scenario, choose a PPO. You don't have PPOs in your area. A lot of states don't have PPOs on the marketplace. Call Kyle. My number is 910-599-4700, okay? Or all my social media links will be in the comments below here. So go reach out to me on social media, comment, reach me. I gave you my number twice, I think, in this video already. So be on the lookout. There's more content coming, and this is only the first of many more videos, educational videos. And on my next video, I'm gonna be giving away a free resource sheet to help save on costs for prescriptions, find out where the best place to go, get a surgery. Say you have no health insurance and you can't afford it, where is the most cost-effective route to get a surgery? You can look up labs, I'm gonna give recommendations for all those things to help lower your out-of-pocket costs, even if you do have health insurance, okay? So be on the lookout for that as well. Again, Kyle LaRose, licensed health advisor. Call me, text me. Texting is the best option though for me, 910-599-4700, or find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. I'm on Twitter. Not really that much, but Twitter, Instagram. Find me on social media. Google Kyle LaRose, KYLELA, capital ROSE. All right, folks, YouTubers, it's been a pleasure educating you on the basics of Health Insurance 101. Have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Be on the lookout, more to come, more educational, trying to get these United States of Americans, you like see what I did there, United States of Americans educated on health insurance. It's not a fun topic, but it's necessary to understand the differences in your plans, your options. Reach out to me. I got your back. You have me. Let's go. Health Insurance 101, Kyle LaRose. Deuces.